it when people that are carers say, I have an MVQ, so I know what I'm talking about, and only me with the MVQ can talk about it. That's not true. People
I didn't say that.
Oh, can you shut up? People like
No,
Ding.
because you're saying false
Oh
shit.
my
You're saying false shit.
You say you're gonna have your say. I promise you're gonna have your say in a minute.
There's people like Ding who have said they have a family member that have mental illness, so they have a say in it. They have knowledge in it. You know, just because you've got an MVQ, I don't even know why that is even brought into the scenario, because I have worked with carers that have MVQ4s, MVQ5 management level, and that have been brought to court, sent to jail for abusing patients. Let's not bring in the whole MVQ stuff. I have sat in Tony's life and I have seen some sickening stuff from Ashlea, and I have heard sickening stuff from Ashlea, and whether or not she's mentally ill or not, bottom line is, she has openly said about talking to children on Snapchat, and, you know, she in herself thinks that is okay, because for whatever reason, she has this in common with children. For that reason alone, ignore all the accusations against her. For that reason alone, because she has that mental state that she thinks it is okay to talk with children, she should be locked up in a mental institute, away from any kind of social media, and because she should be away from any access to children. Full fucking stop. Right, I'm mute and she can have her say.
Okay, and then I'm going to let Affected and Sarah, Mary Lou and Henry to have their say, okay? So let's go round. There you go, Queen C, if you want to reply.
I never said, first of all, that because I have an MVQ, no one else can have a say. I never actually said that. I actually said I know what I'm talking about from a learning disability and mental health perspective. And like I've previously said, I have worked with some very fucked up individuals, and this was before fucking TikTok was a thing, and before all these reels were a thing and that. And if some of the people that I cared for had TikTok, then yeah, they would be getting the same backlash, right? Now, why can no one just see it from a point of view as this girl needs some serious fucking help from the fucking system that's over there? She needs severe mental help. I'm not sticking up for her.
Yeah, right, can you hear from Affected?
But as a carer, we're not allowed to tell them they're not allowed to do something. Do you know what I mean? We still have to let them have their freedom. So carers are limited to what they can tell them and not to do. So if the carers keep raising awareness, eventually it will get somewhere. But nothing happens over fucking night. I just think everyone needs to step.
Queen C, because I want to get other people's opinion.
Okay, can I just finish off by saying, I think everyone just needs to take a step back and just see that this girl actually needs some mental help rather than just being all on a fucking witch hunt.
To do that, I'm going to take a step back, and I'm going to take a step down because I can't bear being in the box next to her. So I'm taking a step down. See you later. Thanks for letting me up, Angie. Much respect.
Hi, Affected. Hello, Affected. Okay. Hi, Ding. Do you want to have your say? Hi, Ding. Oh, sorry, I muted you again.
I do actually. I just want to point out, I'm sorry, having severe learning difficulties or not, having a child with that myself, that is no fucking excuse, sorry for my language, for any of the shit she comes out with. Sorry, you are not going to sway me on that. Many people will agree with me. You are tarnishing our children. Oh, I'm sorry for the ambulance. You are tarnishing our children that is the stuff they come out with, when actually that is not, because they don't know none of that stuff. It is not brought up into them. Yes, children say stuff like, oh my God, my mum did this and that, blah, blah, blah. Or like, I'll give you an example. My daughter always walks up to somebody and goes, why are you fat? Because she is severely autistic, has severe learning difficulties, but she would never say the shit this woman has come out with.
Yeah, I agree.
Years. So they need to stop gaslighting everybody, stop projecting this bollocks that it's learning difficulties this, learning difficulties that. No, it isn't. And stop tarnishing our children who do have these conditions with it. That's all I got to say. Sorry, I had to join back in, and you know,
thank you. Let's hear from Sarah.
Over it. Love ya.
Oh, thank you,
Can I
Dig.
just reply real quick to that?
Yep.
So I'm not tarnishing anyone's children. Everyone with learning disabilities is different. Every disability is different. So you can't say that your child is the same as someone else that's got learning disabilities.
I'm in a wider community who, no, they don't. Sorry, no, they don't.
To be honest, I've never heard anyone, even with their learning difficulties, talk about children.
So don't
And you
But
are,
use the
but
learning
I have done.
say,
difficulties
come
as
back.
it.
You got a warning, Queen C. So come back if you want. Hi,
Right, I'm
Sarah.
going to leave because I'm so wound up and love ya.
Hi, I'm from Australia. I just wanted to say this has all kicked off on social media over the last week or so. There have been people who have hundreds of recordings regarding Ashlea's behaviour. It has been taken to their local police stations. It has now escalated to being taken to the federal police because they didn't get the response from the local police that they thought this issue deserved. Queen C saying that she's vulnerable, that she has mental health conditions, Ashlea has said time and time again that none of that affects the way that she sees things. She was put into a general population prison for assaulting a carer. She had to be assessed to be put in, which means she has the mental capability to understand right from wrong. She also has said that she's quite proud to share what she does online. I don't think it's right or wrong. I think at this point it's great that it's garnished attention. Hopefully more, will be escalated to be done. But I think at this point the main thing is getting out the handles on all the different social media platforms. And I think allowing her airtime, which has been proven by tens of people that this is what she thrives on, is only feeding into her belief that she's right. That she,
Showing awareness, isn't it? Spreading awareness.
It's spreading awareness is saying this are her handles. She needs to be taken off the thing while the police do the investigation. Continually having her online, as other people have said, Polly Pocket put it very well as well. She has said, and she has a history of saying when she's backed into a corner, I've only got, a certain percentage on my phone. She drops in and out of all the different things. As soon as she's off your platform or Tony's platform or anyone else's platform, she's straight back on Australian TikTok, thanking everyone for gifting her. It's all about, thank you for gifting me. Thank you for watching me. I'm so happy that so many people are watching me. So the conversations that she brings up, the topics that she herself brings up, not other people, is what's put her in this place. So at the moment, as it's escalating, it's good that the awareness is spread around the world. Check all children's devices, but to have someone like Queen C say, well, you need to understand from her point of view. No one does. The kids come first, bottom line. Mm-hmm. So if you're not looking at from how to protect children point of view, then that is an enabling behaviour.
I actually said
and I think that's dangerous.
A mental health point of view.
But she's already had mental health assessments. She's been passed.
What she's told you.
No, it's not.
Proof.
It's not. Her carers have also backed her up.
Medical records, and has anyone actually got her medical records to prove anything?
Have you?
No.
Have you got any proof at all? Because you keep asking everyone else for proof. I know, but you're screaming at everyone else about, no, hang on, you had your say, please be quiet. You keep saying everyone else needs to have proof.
You have just been talking.
Everyone else needs to have proof.
So
show me the proof. But the proof is being collated at the moment, which if you've had any stop and listen to what they're saying.
Just leave it to the police. Why do you all feel the need to start a witch hunt?
Because what they're doing is raising awareness, and people like you who come out and say you need to show the proof. No. The awareness is raising. These are her platforms and these are her names, and check your children's devices.
Let's just say hypothetically, right, that Ashlea does something stupid because of all this fucking witch hunt, and then after whatever she does, everyone then realised that she wasn't actually this ped girl everyone was making out to be, would you not all then feel really bad after looking at her medical
Can I ask
records?
one
and
question? That's
criminal
not.
No one's
records?
going.
Can I ask you quick? That's not her, is it?
Yes, that's her.
That's her. So did she fake her own death then?
She has done so many things online for attention. The list is endless.
There's actually a memorial for her
So
in
have a lot of people on
2021.
this app. A lot of people on this app have done a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah, but we're talking
Yes, but
about
there is a list of people in Australia and
on
from
this app.
there are
So
people
Granny
from
Jack is
around the
still
world
here.
who are providing the evidence to the Australian Federal Police at this point in time. So why, Queen C, do you think screaming at people, show me the
So why
evidence,
has it
is
been going on for
important?
6
They are
years then?
taking it to the police.
But
It
this
is
has
all
been
with
going
the
on for
police.
6 years. Would she not have been convicted?
Because
by
it
now
has
if it's
gone
been
from
going on for
local
6 years?
police because she has a mental health
Can we hear from
condition is what she
Mary Lou?
claims.
But it still
She
doesn't
keeps
take
claiming
6
that when it
years.
suits
It still
her.
doesn't take 6 years.
I'll
I'm
let
sorry.
people to the boxes when everyone's had their say, guys. I
know,
don't really want to talk to
The-
you.
I think by
As
now
you've
there would have been a
as you've said,
criminal
over
case
time
against
things have
her.
changed, and TikTok wasn't around 6 years ago. Now it's around. Her stories are
Okay,
getting
then let's
worse and
just leave it
worse.
to the police for them to decide, not everyone else's
Well, then the
opinion.
evidence is exactly right. So you've just contradicted yourself.
But you
People are
haven't got
sending
the
their
evidence,
evidence.
Sarah.
People are
Please.
sending their evidence to the Australian Federal
Okay, so
Police
leave it to
as
the
you
police.
talk.
So leave it to the police.
So that's
Why-
what they're
what's
doing
with
at the
the whisper?
moment. The awareness
with the
part is
whisper? Can
saying
you not
this
just
is her
leave it now?
handle.
Okay, so send it to the police and then just
Can I
leave
just
it
have
at
my
that.
say,
What's
You're
with
not
the fucking
understanding.
Well, then
whisper?
why are you online
Really?
justifying behaviour that is
justifying
appalling?
it.
You are. You are
I think
asking
that it's
people to
very
consider
fair
appalling
that thousands
behaviour
of people are attacking this woman with no
because
proof.
no one accepts the sort of behaviour that she actively, willingly
no
shows
proof.
online.
You have no proof. That's just what
Everybody
she
that
said.
has the proof is collating it and sending it to the police.
But she
That's
said
her only
everything.
argument, that she's got no
She said
proof.
she's explained about the 4-year-old. She's explained about the
Can I just have my say,
14-year-old, right?
please, and then I'm going to
Then okay, hang on a sec. But she's explained about the 4-year-old. She's explained about the 14-year-old, right? Other than that,
Can I
is
just
there
ask you a question?
can I just finish what I'm saying just real quick? Then you can have your say. But other than them two instances, is there any other physical evidence or child that has come forward and said that they have been abused by this woman? And if they are, where are these children?
Well, one of them's unalived himself, haven't they?
One of them unalived
no
himself, so
proof.
he can't
There's
talk
no
about
proof it was
himself.
because of her. So you can't
Parents
say
who
that.
have found her accounts on their children's devices
So bring
have
forward
started.
that proof.
They are bringing it forward.
Okay,
Why do
so
you
leave
think
it to
everyone
the
needs to
police
show
then.
you instantly all this proof when it's going to the
But
police?
until the police do something, it's all just hearsay.
So, Mrs. M.
And in the meantime, that's exactly
And
what
there's
it is
no
about, is
proof.
awareness of what her handles are.
Can we hear from Mary Lou now, please? Hi, Mary Lou.
Yeah, but there's no proof that that boy unalived himself because of her.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no
Can we hear?
proof.
Okay.
Oh, you sit comfortably with that one then.
Yeah,
You keep asking everyone else to consider how they'd feel. You sit comfortably with that then.
Hi, Mary Lou.
My side, please. Right. You know, Queen T, can I just ask you a question? You know, if she'd slept with, say if it was your child she'd done this to, right, would you have the same energy for what this lady is, what you've got for her now?
About which situation?
The young lad that she slept with, if that was your child, would you have the same energy as what you've got for her now if it was your child she'd done that to?
But everyone's saying that's what she did to them, but
No,
she
but I'm
didn't.
asking you a
She's
question.
saying that she was coerced by three other
I'm answering the
people.
question. What I'm asking you is, if that was your child she'd done that with, would you have the same energy?
I wouldn't agree with it. I'm not agreeing with what's happened, but I'm saying if she said that she was coerced, why
It doesn't
does no one
matter. The
believe
letter of
her?
the law is
Why
she
does
was
no
the
one
adult
believe
and
her?
they are children. By the letter of
She's
the
an adult
law,
with learning disabilities. They're not aware of everything.
Yeah, but
What they're doing.
she is fully aware. She has
Plus she
said
that
she's
she found
fully
out
aware.
after
She
how
said
old he
she'll
was.
prove she's fully aware.
But
Just
she said
because
she
she's
found
got
out after how
additional
old he
needs,
was.
She still
found
knows
out
what she is
after.
doing.
I
She
ain't
can
even
Hoover,
manipulate.
guys. Hi, Hoover.
There are people that have proof that she knew beforehand. So she
Okay.
said she found
Where's
out
the
after.
proof
There are
then?
people.
Let's
They've
see
sent
it.
it to the police.
Oh,
Guys, it's going round in circles.
Can I
Hi,
just finish,
Hoover.
please, and then I'll be gone?
Hi, Hoover.
Hello. So she's what's her name? Queen C is trying to defend her, saying she's got mental health, she's got 24 hours carers and stuff. That doesn't excuse the fact that she's been messaging or she did these things. She knew what she was doing. You don't have to be an idiot to do that. Hang on. I'm just researching as well.
Can I
Hang on.
just ask my last question before I go, and then I'm shooting? And Queen C, can you just repeat what you said in her live earlier, please? Detail by detail, so everybody knows what you've actually said.
what? So you can screen record it if you weren't there.
No,
It's your loss,
listen,
love.
I
The
don't do
fuck?
that
Do
kind
you
of
think
crap.
I'm stupid? I'm not
Queen C,
stupid.
exactly, because you said wrong in that
No,
live.
I'm not saying wrong
Yes,
at
you
all.
did.
You're all
Yes, you
fucking
did.
wrong.
You did.
You're all
And
jumping
And you
on a
know you did.
bandwagon with no
No,
proof. None
listen,
of
I
you have
don't jump
seen
on
the
no
proof.
bandwagon.
Guys,
This
can
woman
you
knows
speak
what
then, please? Yeah,
I
let's
want
let
you to
Hoover speak now.
detail by detail what you said in Ashlea's live earlier, what you said detail by
Mary
detail.
Lou,
Say it to me.
go get a life, girl. Okay,
I'll
there's
At the end
more
of
Oh,
the
to
day,
Queen
the
C,
story.
it'll be recorded by
Then,
someone else anyway.
Hoover's
okay, then
going
go
to
ahead.
vulnerable
Go ahead.
people.
I don't care.
mute everyone. Go, Hoover.
Hello. At the end of the day, she knows what she was doing. She has capacity. Yeah, up to a point, people with mental illness and stuff don't have capacity, but they still, up to a point, know what they're doing. And you can tell this woman knows what she's doing by the post that Connor brought up that she put on her Instagram, trying to get what do you call it, sympathy and stuff like that, like using the words like
You think she's done it for clout, Hoover?
this as well.
She
Yeah.
does it for
I know she's
attention.
done it. She's definitely doing it for attention seeking. Like, she wouldn't be posting the stuff that she's posted on Instagram saying wearing this T-shirt that I was whatever. She exactly knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Hi, Sue.
hi, I just want to ask Queen C a question. For example, if this client was your client and you walked into this client's house and you saw this client online, to children, talking to children, what would you do if this was your client? Serious question.
I'd be doing everything I can to get the managers and everyone above me to do what they can to get her off social media.
All right, so you've got
I'm
a
not saying
safeguarding.
I'm not
You've-
saying what she's doing is right, but
But
from
you
it, like I
said
said, yeah, go ahead.
you said earlier that you couldn't do anything.
Well, yeah, we can report it, but we can't physically stop them doing it. We're not allowed.
But
We can't
that
physically
really.
stop them doing something, and it is frustrating. I can understand.
But you
why
can
you'd all-
because you've got a safeguarding concern there. So you have
Yeah,
got a
we can
safeguarding
report it, but
concern
we
for
can't take
that
the phone off her.
client. You have, because if you've got a safeguarding concern, then that's escalated to the highest level.
Okay, but like I just said, we are very limited to what we can do as carers except escalating it. So that's what I would do. I would escalate it. We're not physically allowed to go over and take the phone off her and stop her doing something. We're not allowed
Yeah,
to
but
do
then
that.
no, but then you've escalated it to the highest level, to a safeguarding concern. So then that is escalated to the highest level. So then she would be getting off social media.
Well, you'd
Because
think
then
so,
because
yeah,
then
but
it is a
obviously there's
safeguarding
I'll
concern
let
not
next
only
people
for
talk.
her, because because you're saying that she's not within mental capacity, which she obviously is, but obviously for the children as well, that she's got all of these social media platforms that she has, and the children that she's talking to on all of these social media platforms that she has, but she's all, you've got a safeguarding concern for her as well as the client. But you've got to get her off all of those platforms, because that's a serious issue.
I completely agree, but that's why I said that the system is failing her also, because that's what they should be doing. Should be putting things in place within her care plan that she shouldn't be accessing the internet and social media and stuff like that. So it's the people that her social services or whatever, they're the ones that are failing. They're the ones that need to be fucking attacked.
Yeah, but
Why
you
are they letting
saying,
her still
you
be on here
saying
then?
there earlier that there's nothing that you can do as a
As a
carer, then,
carer, yeah.
but as a carer, you have got a safeguarding concern.
Can I say
So
So
something?
you
all we
need to
can
then
do
go
is
into,
raise it. That's
But
all
you
I
yeah,
can
know,
do
but
is
that's
raise
not
it.
what you
I
said
can't
earlier.
physically do
So
anything. Yeah, it is. I can't physically do anything
Quincy, can I
myself
say
as a
something? When I went
carer.
into your live, and to Ashley's live, you were all laughing about it. Her being with a 14-year-old, and then you
No,
said
we weren't
14.
laughing
Oh,
about
one
that. We
second.
were laughing
You said a
because I kept
14-year-old
calling
knows what they're
Chloe the
doing.
Power
14.
Rangers.
You actually did say a 14-year-old knows what they're doing, and it's the parents' fault.
I didn't. Well, I'm sorry if you're letting your kids go out and have sex. Then is it not the
Not meaning
parents'
to butt
fault?
What?
in,
But
but
they're
she said a few
children.
more stuff
What?
from
Not
that.
saying you're
Okay,
not.
so what about
One sec.
14-year-olds that? What
Listen.
about 14-year-olds that have children?
What?
15-year-olds that have children? What about them? Is
But
that
wait
How's
a
that
fault
their
minute. I
too?
parents'
was
fault?
14. I was going out
I
and all
didn't
this
say it
and
was their
slaying
parents'
out on
fault,
the
but what about them?
Earlier.
going to
The
have
people like
sex with
this,
an
you said
adult.
it earlier. And let Angie go off her own opinions then. You
Yeah,
repeat what you said.
one sec,
Start
Quincy.
on detail earlier.
No parent allows their children to go and have sex with an adult.
Right, okay, but it still happens, right? And that's
It
my
happens, but
point.
no,
No, but you just said it's the parents' fault.
that's doing it.
Well, who else is to blame? Is the 14-year-old to blame because they went out, had sex, and
No,
had a
it's
child?
the adult. The adult.
It's the adult in the
Okay, but
relationship.
I'm saying these teenagers that are underage and having kids and having consensual sex, whose fault is it that they're having
It's gifting
consensual
me.
sex?
No one's
Whose
gifting me.
What
whose fault
Ashley
is
is
it that they're having
speaking
consensual sex and having babies underage?
Yeah, but
Whose
Queen
fault is
C,
it then?
they're having children, yeah? Teenagers are having children with similar to kids, yeah? With other children, usually similar age to them, 2 years or a year out. Do you know what I mean? Not with adults.
But
You,
like she
we're
said,
talking
she
about,
thought he was
we're talking about
18.
we're talking about a
She thought they
crime,
were
not an
18 and
having sex with a
19.
child.
But she
There's a
thought they were
difference
18 and
between
19.
there's a difference between people in that age group having a relationship and then people saying that they were assaulted by a child and it's the child's fault. There's two different
Surely
things.
we don't have to
You're talking
explain
about
this.
people who are in a relationship who've had a baby young. That is nothing the same as an adult who
Yeah.
has inappropriate behavior with a child and then blames the child.
Surely, Sarah, we don't have to explain it.
No,
Well,
it's not that
surely
you have
someone
to
like Queen
explain it at
C
all. I'm
comes on and
just
tries to
saying
justify
that
it as all being in the same kettle of fish.
14-year-old, if this
Ashley's
14-year-old is
in the box
portraying
on.
himself as 18, then how is that her fault?
Queen C, you
Because
also
she
said as well.
knew how old he was.
No,
Ashley's actually
she
in the
said
box.
he
There
didn't.
is people who
Hello.
have
He
sent the
didn't.
proof to them that she knew how
Can I
old they
just
Until I
were.
say
see the proof,
something?
I believe that she didn't know. Until I
Ashton
see the
kissing
proof,
me.
I
Please
believe
don't
she
kiss
didn't
me.
know
I
that
don't
he
want
was
your gifts. I'm
18.
sorry. I don't take
Well,
gifts
then if
off
she,
women.
She didn't know he was 18, and until I see the proof otherwise, I believe that she didn't know that he was 8. Because
Can I just speak to Jess before I speak to Ashley? Can I just speak to hi, Jess?
Yeah,
Hello,
okay.
how are you?
You
Yeah,
want me
fine.
to
Thanks.
talk
From
one at a
Australia.
time?
One sec, Ashley.
Let me
I'll
talk
let you
one at a
speak.
time.
I just want to say that myself, I was born with fetus alcohol syndrome, so that is like part of the learning disability and things like that when your parent, while they're pregnant with you, they drink alcohol, do drugs and stuff, and it affects the baby while you're pregnant. Now, I have a learning disability and other things, and I do have a worker that comes helps me a couple of times a week. But my family raised me up pretty good. I got my license. I drive a car. Did U12, passed U12.
But Pixie, darling, I can't
I,
have kids.
I started. I was a brickies labourer. That's like when you're on houses and stuff. Like people with disabilities know exactly what's right and wrong. And for me, I have 2 children myself. My son has high functioning autism. My daughter, she's normal. But I know from right
I
and
get
wrong, and the
literally
shit that I
getting
have
told that
heard.
I don't deserve anything, and then I should delete myself, and then I'm a slut, and then I'm a fucking retarded, and I'm fat, and what?
Ashley, can I ask you a question? Do you
What?
believe the same opinion as
I'm telling
Queen
you, Ashley,
C?
you need to get off the app because you are a fucking disgrace. I'm sorry, Ange, I'm going to have to go because I'm going
Again,
to say
I'm a
something I'll regret in a minute.
disgrace, and
You
Right,
I'm
shouldn't even be
fucking.
see
giving
her
out a
guys
fucking
jump
bad
out the
What?
box.
honestly, it's going to end up giving you a bad name, the fucking dirty bitch.
I don't care. Jump out the box. Like,
What?
Ashley, can I ask you a question, right? Okay, because I want to get my head around this, right? Do you have the same opinion as Queen C and think that it's a parent's fault that the kids are having sex?
Well,
It's not your fault. It's the parents' fault. That's basically what she's saying.
so, well, in a way, because I think all parents should teach their kids to, like, not to lie, and, know, like, the different things, like, educate them. But, some parents don't educate their kids, and
But Ashley, come on, listen. I'm trying to educate you here, yeah. As an adult, right? An adult shouldn't be having sex with children, right? That's pedophilia, right? That's also grooming. You get what I'm saying? My niece, yeah, and she's 13. She'll be 14 soon. If anyone goes near her, I'll take their head off. You know what I mean?
Can I
If
just say she's actually a
it's
vulnerable
making me mad
adult?
now. I'm gonna have to calm down. It's making me mad, right?
She's a vulnerable adult, not just an
My
adult. She's a
yeah, but
vulnerable
my
adult.
it would not be my sister's fault. Yeah, if my niece she goes out, out to play with other children. She don't go out to meet adults, right? An adult is an adult. A child has a child's mind. I can't believe I'm even having to educate you on this.
Thanks for having me in, Ange. I have to drop out. The behaviour is just appalling, and someone like Queen C enabling or saying it's okay
Well, Sarah
is dangerous.
I didn't say it was okay. Stop twisting
for a
my words.
14-year-old to lie to an 18-year-old, plus make them feel so low that they need to do stuff with them. Sarah's okay with that, guys.
Oh no, Sarah never said that at all. So don't put words in my mouth. You're an absolutely
Right, don't
filthy
put words
human
in my
being.
mouth either. Like the fuck, I never said it was okay what she's doing.
You're justifying it by saying she has certain conditions that make it okay.
Okay.
Everyone needs to understand that if she has some sort of problem.
I'm completely condoning everything that's going on. I completely condone the lot. Are you happy now?
No, I'm not happy because the way that you come on and justify that's acceptable, that you've got to understand that she's vulnerable.
What you're saying is
something. So all of y'all,
a child is more vulnerable than her. A child is more vulnerable than her.
She's still a vulnerable
adult. If a
adult.
14-year-old is capable of killing someone, then a 14-year-old is capable of lying and making someone feel.
Yep.
Making feel.
You all go crazy about these kids that be running around.
The 14-year-old is not online going worldwide telling people, look what I've done. Oh, yes, no, I agree. I think that it's fine. You're the one who's contacted. If you've got any concern, then you shouldn't be talking to any children on any platform. At this point, people just need to find out.
Wait a minute, because I don't listen. I need to ask you, Queen C, right? Do you honestly think it's a parent's fault if their child is having sex with an adult?
I didn't say it's their fault. I'm just saying I think we underestimate how much capacity teenagers do have when it comes to sex.
My niece hasn't got the capacity. She's got a capacity of a child.
But kids at 13, 14 do be having sex.
Sorry, guys.
Am I not
sorry
right?
about all of this. Sorry about all the arguing and things like that.
Sex?
But anyone who has been coerced and lied to, I am so sorry about it. Actually does happen.
Actually, you're talking about a child lied to by a child. It's a child.
Okay, so when I was 18, I got bashed, I got set up and jumped. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, have a good day. Thank you so much. I got jumped by my friends and her friends. So my friend at the time was 16 and all of her friends were 14. They all jumped me.
I'm just saying that I don't think it's impossible that a 14-year-old would consent to sex and coerce someone if he's with a group of other people all doing the same shit. If she's saying that they all forced her to do this and she really didn't
No,
want to
yeah,
do
but
it,
wait a minute. Forcing someone is completely different to consent. Yeah, forcing someone, I get that. Then if you're forced, Ashley, then we're talking about something completely different. Yeah, but you
They
never
for-
said forced. You
They
said
verbally
coerce.
forced me. Yes, they verbally forced me, which was
she said earlier
coercion.
she kept saying no and they kept going on at her. That's peer pressure. I'm sorry, that's peer
Oh
pressure.
God, I think you're in the wrong job, Queensy. I think you're in the wrong job.
No, I don't think
Unless
so
you're
at all.
being
I'm just well
physically
aware of what
forced.
children are like. I'm
Physical
very well
force, I
aware of
get
what
that.
kids
There's
are like.
a group of boys, and they're 14, 15, whatever age they may be, and you're being forced. Then I understand. But verbally being forced, no, I don't understand that. You can never be verbally forced by a child, ever. Never.
So
You walk
three
out the
people
door. What
against
you do
one.
is you walk out that door. You
But
walk out the
three
door.
people against one. If she's already been beaten by people before, why would she not be scared?
Scared of what?
Because there's
Scared of
three of them
getting hurt,
against her
scared of
telling
getting
her to
bashed
do
again.
something.
Do what?
There's
You
three
said,
of them telling her to sleep with this person. Do it, or you're a pussy, you're a pussy.
oh my
Like, am
God,
I?
if someone came up to me and said, go and unalive this
But
man,
it
you're a
happens,
pussy,
Angie. But it
I'm not going to go and
happens.
unalive someone because they're calling me a pussy. I'm not going to go out and say, yeah, okay, I'm going to go jump off that, you know what I mean? Because someone has said, if you don't do it, you're weak. That's not coercive. That's not coercive behavior. Coercive
That's
behavior
peer
is
pressure.
control.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Am I hearing this right? Can someone come up and explain? Because I'm going to burst a blood vessel right here.
Was you not a teenager yourself once? Was you not like
A child
aware of
cannot peer
other?
pressure an adult. A
I
child.
grew up. I grew up around a lot of teenagers that had children underage because they were having sex with people of age. So I've grown up around it. So I know that it's not impossible for this shit to be fucking happening. Do you know what I mean? And I've seen it with my own eyes as a
I
teenager.
can understand, actually, if they had a weapon. I can understand. Okay, yeah, you're scared for your life, yeah, or you're being forced.
Fists, not weapons.
But you having sex with an underage child because there's peer pressure, because they're saying to you, you're a pussy
A
if you
fist's
don't.
not weapons,
Are
though.
you okay?
Are you not hearing about these kids at 14, 15 that are going to prison for killing people?
But
Like,
it
do you
wasn't
think?
the case. They never had a weapon. They never had a weapon. You went
But
for.
fists are weapons, Angie. You can be beaten to death, you know.
Were you beating, Ashley? Or did they threaten you with violence?
No,
I
because
was
she did
scared
what they
to get
asked.
beaten. I was scared to get beaten, so I just gave in.
You were scared to get
Exactly.
beaten.
Peer pressure.
No. Peer pressure is having a fag. Yeah, being peer pressure is having a fag. Yeah,
No, there's no
Having sex with
restriction
child,
on
that's
what
not
you
peer
can be
pressure.
peer pressured into do. People are peer pressured into sex all the time as teenagers. They are, and I've witnessed it myself as a fucking
Not a
teenager.
child.
Okay,
No, but they kept on calling me a pussy and
Oh,
weak
because they
and
called you a
gutless.
pussy. You gave in
Yeah.
because they called you a pussy.
yeah, peer pressure.
Wow. I don't know if you're right, man, in the head. Seriously,
No,
I'm
because
gonna burst the
I've
blood pressure
grown
right
up
here.
as a
I'm
child
gonna burst
myself,
the blood pressure
and
my
in
brain.
high school there was a lot of peer
And
pressure.
what
Seriously,
with her saying that
you're not right in the head, Quincy.
this person did this to her, but victims
Can someone
do
come and
not
explain it, please?
actually
I don't feel like I'm
mention
explaining this
people's
because I'm
names.
going at my
So-
blood vessel. It's about to
Yeah,
burst.
sorry, before that happened.
Victims of that kind
Before
of
that-
stuff do not
Before that happened.
want to talk about what has happened to them. They do not want to mention about it or anything like that.
Where did
But
Tony go? I let him in. I
get
don't know.
this other person, Ashley, talking about openly coming up saying, yeah, this happened to me. A victim would
No,
never ever speak about it.
I can't explain to dumb. I'm sorry. It's
How's it explained to them? So you're telling me that kids don't have
because
sex
guess what?
underage?
If someone said
But
to
are
me,
you telling
if
me that kids
someone
don't
said
have
to me,
sex
listen,
underage?
if someone said to me, yeah, go and unalive this person. If you don't, you're a pussy. I'm not going to go and unalive someone. That is you being dangerous. That is
Hasn't
and you do
unalived
that. You're
anyone. No
dangerous.
one
You're
said that.
dangerous.
That the fuck. When has she told what's this on her
That's
life
the
got to
same
do with
thing.
it?
That's the
It's
same
not the
thing,
same
Quincy.
thing. That's
Because
life or
that's what
fucking
happened
death.
to the
Sex is a lot
person.
different. And yes,
So before
actually,
this
if
happened,
you remember on
my
TikTok
blood
not long
erupted,
ago,
my blood
hang on a
erupted,
minute,
and then I got
Ashlea.
jumped by my friends and her friend, yeah. But what about I was 19, yeah, I was 19, and they got raped by a 17-year-old, not coerced,
Great.
not lied to, raped, full
What
on
about all these
rape.
kids that get coerced into killing themselves online? Is that not real, no?
Unaliving, man.
Right, I got
There's no
raped by
weapons
a
Yeah,
involved.
that's a
They've got
17-year-old when
child,
I
to
was
defend
Quincy. We're talking
19.
about
themselves.
a
Is that
child.
okay?
Ashley's
Is
a
that
child.
okay? Is that alright? Was it okay that he did that?
Oh,
Was it
wow.
alright that a 17-year-old raped me when I was 19?
So basically, let me get this correct. Pause. Just mute yourself for 1 second. You had SEX. I don't want to get bananas. I say SEX with a child because he said if you don't have sex with him, you're a pussy.
And stuff like that. Yeah, they were all standing around me. They were semicircling me. But before that, my blood erupted, and then I got jumped by my friends and her friends.
Did you feel threatened?
Yes, bro. Yes. But I just stood there and I fucking took it. I fucking took it. I don't fucking want to.
So in that
And
case,
you're fucking
you're
up
great.
here. No. You're fucking up here saying that I fucking wanted that shit.
In that case, Ashley, you are mentally raped. Is that what you're saying? You're mentally raped.
Yeah, and then you're fucking up here thinking that it's alright. Half
Well,
of y'all fucking thinking that it's okay, cunt. What? What is that? What?
So in that case, that you're mentally raped.
Yeah, is that alright?
That's what you're saying.
Do you think that's funny? Do you all think that is
No,
funny,
I didn't
cunt?
find it funny. I didn't say it was funny.
Do you
I'm just
all
saying
think that is funny that I fucking took it? And I was
No,
fucking
it's
scared to
funny,
walk away.
Actually, no one finds it funny, but you did
Everyone
say...
thinks it's fucking funny.
No,
All of you.
Queen C did say that it was peer pressure. That's different to actually
All of
being
you
raped.
fucking look at the comments, cunt. Look at the fucking comments.
I would watch your mouth and not speak like that to her. She's just talking. I would be nice.
Fucking saying that I fucking
Yeah, but you
wanted
never
that
said
shit,
rape, Ashley.
including
You never said
fucking
rape.
Tony.
You said peer pressure. There's a completely different... There would be peer pressure and grape. Very two different things.
Ashley, right? This is going to be one of the last times I speak with you. You, the other night when I held the live feed from 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the morning, you were in and out of that live feed for the best part of 3 hours. Why was that never mentioned? So when I download my
No, I
live feed,
fucking told you that, Tony. I told you that, and
no,
you all
listen.
think it's funny.
All right, can you
You
no,
all
don't
fucking
you?
think it's funny.
Ashley, you never told any of us that.
You never
I
said that.
fucking took that, and I didn't even want to take that.
Just breathe. Ash, just breathe.
I didn't even want to fucking take that, and you literally fucking sit on this live and fucking think that I fucking wanted it.
Ashley, was it ever reported, or did you ever tell anyone?
No, because that night I tried to kill myself, cunt.
Right, I'm gonna download that
You're
live
not
feed.
fucking sorry.
That was
You
said the
know,
other
you
night. I'm
fucking
gonna download
shamed
that
me
live feed.
in front of fucking 3,000 people.
No.
Fucking
Angie, I'll tell you what is going on right now. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what's going on right now. This person has been allowed too much time to change stories multiple times. And lie multiple times. There was 3 or 4 different stories that what I heard only alone the other night, yeah? And this whole screaming and shouting carry on, it's not going to work. As for you, Queen C, I promise.
I don't care what you've got to say, you little Power Ranger.
Are you actually a carer?
I don't give a fuck about you, Tony.
Are you a carer?
I don't give a fuck about you.
No, I'm asking you a question.
Are you a carer? To you.
Are you a carer?
Not speaking to you.
Are you a carer?
Go Power Rangers.
Are you a carer?
She is a
Obviously, your
carer.
I said I
wife,
was a
Barney.
carer for 8
You
years.
was.
I
Well, I'm glad
was
you
a
ain't
carer.
now. I'm glad you are not
I'm a
now.
better carer than any of
Michelle,
you
how are
will
you
ever
keeping?
fucking be. So
How are you
shut your
keeping,
fucking
Michelle?
mouth, Tony. You don't know me
Michelle,
personally.
how are you
You've never
keeping?
seen me
I just want to
work,
know
so
you
go
are
off facts,
confusing.
yeah?
Angie,
Get
can
your
you please
facts
mute her?
straight.
Can you please mute the
Get
enabler at the top? Can you please mute
straight.
the enabler?
I'm not going to be muted because he's not going
Okay,
to talk
Angie.
over me
One
and
So,
talk
sec,
shit
Queen
about
C. I'm
me.
trying to mute
No,
her.
because
She's
he's
not gonna mute.
talking
Just
shit.
say,
Kick
just
her
Queen
out,
C,
and she's
He
fucking
is
fucking
talking
up.
shit. He doesn't know me personally, so he can't make personal
Queen
comments.
C, man. Right, one sec.
And if she's not respecting you, kick her fucking ass out. She's had long enough.
that was the best thing you could have done on that live feed all day. There's allowing that person to change the story multiple times. It don't just, okay, if that's the case back then or whatever, yeah, I don't believe it for 1 second, right? Why then, up to this day, are they still messaging children, trying to offer money for dirty images on across Snapchats or whatever the way they're sending them? There's no excuse. She should never had this much time in there. All the people in Australia, that woman was right who came in here. That woman was right, you know? And she's saying, why is everyone going to talk about it? It's telling people to come off the accounts. I put a video up this morning to warn people about the Roadblocks accounts. That's exactly what I've did. I've told people about the Roadblocks accounts, the usernames. And we're going to hold a live feed later on for people to help out with the people in Australia to let them know that anyone else can email and let them know this person is off this app, off it. You're listening to a lot of nonsense.
So every app, I took every username in Roblox and I have sent emails from like my work email with all my official fucking letters and everything. I have I've listened to this on my silent account all day. These people are sick. Angie, that woman has changed her story.
Listen, the way I see it, I know she changed her story, but I don't know whether the story she just told is true or not, and she didn't want to say it. I don't know. I don't know, Michelle.
Right, and my take on it is,
I just don't want to say anything that's going to, get me into trouble if there's a police case and me to sit here and say, no, she's lying when she might not be. I don't know. That's the truth.
and
See,
my
the
take
thing
on
is,
it, right?
see, as children, we have all done things that we're not proud of, that we probably shouldn't have done, this, that, and the next thing. But in every story of what we did as a child, there might have been an adult involved. The adult knows fucking better. And now that us as children have grown up and we are seeing what adults are doing, we've got a voice to help the children of today.
But
For her
Michelle,
to
what if
constantly,
she is telling the truth and it was kind of is it mental grape? I think they call it.
no, I'm
Why
sorry,
didn't
but
you say that in the beginning? Why did
to
it
sit
take her
there,
till 7
Max, I
o'clock
can tell
tonight?
you why, because maybe
for
she didn't
somebody
want
to
to
sit
tell.
there and call you a pussy, so therefore you went and
No,
assaulted a child. That's no on. That's a load of shit.
I disagree, and as an 18-year-old, you can tell the difference between a 14-year-old child and a
No,
16-year-old
what she's
child.
saying now, Max, she's changed her story and said that she was basically mentally
I know,
great.
I've been listening all day, Ange, and she's a very troubled individual. And as for that Queen C, well, my God, she talks so much fucking shite. She wants to put a bucket under her fucking mouth and then pull it over herself because
The
she's
question
fucking
is, guys, why didn't she go to prison for it?
Well, a lot of people don't go to prison for it, though, Angie.
I just don't know what to believe. Listen, I'm not saying I believe her, but
You know
I'm
what
just
I
saying.
mean? I don't know. I'm shaking. I am
Can I just
disturbed.
ask, because somebody were going on about earlier about this girl having Down syndrome?
Ugh.
I've not heard that at all, Charlie.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, because I was just going to say that person don't look like Down syndrome to me, because my sister's got Downs.
Let's just say the woman's full of
I'm
shit.
sorry, but it doesn't matter what disability somebody has. They
Right
know
is right
right
and
from
wrong is
wrong
wrong.
with
Oh, I'm not
this
saying that, Michelle,
situation.
I'm not
No,
saying
but
that at all.
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether they're fucking schizophrenic or
No.
it does not matter. Deep down, you know right from wrong. Mental health is never an excuse. And it
Exactly.
doesn't
Yeah,
Exactly.
matter
I agree.
if
Not
you turn
Michelle.
around
You know,
and
one
murder
minute it was
somebody or
mum
rape
and
somebody.
this and that, and then
That
it
is
was
not an
her.
excuse.
She
And
don't know what's gone on, Anne. She's a very troubled individual, but I don't care what you say. As an 18-year-old child, she would have known because a 16-year-old boy has a very different opinion to a
I
14.
said that to her, Max. I said that to her. You know, right?
My
And
grandson is
Has
now
she
14.
she's
had?
changed the story. She's changed the story
Okay,
and said basically she's been raped. You know, verbally raped,
Yeah. My
mentally raped, or
grandson's
whatever you call it.
14, Angie. He looks 14.
No,
All
I
he
get
does
that,
is
Shell, guys.
game.
I get that. I don't. I even said I don't believe her. But I believe
Yeah.
you knew that with the 14. But now she's changed her story, saying in some way she's mentally raped because she felt threatened by them.
Well, she can't say peer pressure when she was 18
No,
and
no,
they
not
were
peer
14.
pressure. But she said, I asked her, did you feel
Yeah.
threatened? Were you verbally threatened? She said yes. So that makes it mentally great.
No,
Mentally
I'm
great.
sorry, but somebody
Anne,
turning around and saying if
but
you
Anne,
don't
why
do
didn't
something,
she
you're a
say that in the
pussy is not
beginning?
fucking
No, it's not
mentally
Michelle.
anything.
That's what I was trying to say to the Queen C. That's not peer pressure. What are you talking about? Shut up, yeah. If someone tells me go and unalive someone or I'm a pussy if I don't, I'm not going to go do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but then I asked the question to what's her name, Ashley. And I said, were you threatened verbally? And she said yes. So that makes it mental. That makes it mental rape because she felt threatened. That's what now she's saying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Ange. So in the beginning, she come in and she was like, "Oh, I don't want to say rah-de-rah-de-rah. It was my stepmum. She made me eat food from the floor.
Yeah,
Rah
my
rah rah rah
carer,
rah." Right?
my
Hang on,
caregiver.
Cheryl. Hang on. Right? Then she went on to say it was peer pressure. That's why she had sex with this young boy. And now, 5-6 hours later, she's coming in saying to you she was put in the middle of people and she was great. What is it?
Yes,
The
Max,
girl's
I know, I get
liar
that.
and she's sick.
But
She's
Max, number one, maybe she didn't.
14-year-old.
Maybe listen, I'm not defending her. Please don't feel like I am. I'm just trying to see it from her point of view. Maybe she didn't want to tell us that she was in some way threatened.
She's lost anything
Number two,
where I
then.
would say I want to.
Angie,
I want to.
One sec, when I went onto her live,
Angie, no one had a weapon to her throat to do that. So it doesn't matter if someone is calling you names.
no,
You
Michelle,
don't do
there
that.
is such thing as mental rape. There
No,
is.
no, I'm sorry, Angie. That
No, Michelle, there is. There is.
Angie, I'm sorry. If you were sitting in a room
And
with
can we
3
put the comments
teenagers
back
calling
on?
you names, you wouldn't do anything. You would tell them to fuck off, or you would take a beating.
No,
If
no.
you
But
have
the
a
question
weapon
I
to
asked
your
her
throat,
was
if
she
you did not
threatened?
have a weapon to your throat, there is no
And can
way
we have the
a
comments back
decent
on?
person
No, leave them
would
on.
No.
go through with anything like that.
I disagree, Michelle. I disagree because verbal rape is just as bad as physical rape in my eyes.
No.
Can
It
we
is.
also say,
I
when
don't
you
think there's
asked her
anything such as mental
about
rape. To be fair,
Next there
at
is.
the
what
end
you
of
were
the
saying with
day,
your child,
she
No.
was a
stuff,
willing participant. She chose to have sex with that 14-year-old child. She's a dirty fucking wrong'un.
exactly.
Angie, can I speak, please?
Hi, Jules.
Hi, I'm from Australia. There's sorry. There's girls on this app that have been trying to get Ashlea Baby off this app for about 6 years. The boy that she said coerced her, or the group of people, the young boy was 14 years of age, and as she brought it to the app, what happened between them, and he unalived himself. At 8 years of age, Ashlea Baby is now saying that her 4-year-old stepbrother coerced her into graping him. And her mother has been on the lives on phone calls saying that this did happen. And the other night on a live, she said that she is sexually attracted to children, and it is recorded. There is proof and evidence of it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What she
Yes, there
said.
is a such thing as mental rape. There is.
But she's also on a children's game, fully aware of what has happened in the past, and she is on that children's game trying to get children to send pictures or her send pictures to them, she is fully aware of what she's doing.
Yes,
Exactly,
she loves the
Michelle.
attention.
And there's someone called Edward in the boxes. He exposed her with Tony, apparently. Can you let him come in?
Someone's gonna have to drop.
Yeah,
Angel, drop if he wants to get in.
Let's also remember what she was saying
What's his name
earlier.
next? Sorry.
Edward. Yeah, EDWADVT.
He's not here. No, there's no Edward or whatever that is. No.
Yeah, look, he's in the chat, Ange.
Yeah, well, he's not here. You'll have to request a box.
Let's also say,
Oh,
when
yes, I
Angel
got
was
him.
questioning her about the things, did anything happen in childhood, blah, 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 she wouldn't answer any of it. Then she come back ages later going, oh, yeah, but this happened. Like, come on, she's a prolific liar.
What is it?
Her stepmother has come out
Exactly.
and said, her stepmother has come out and said to her that she's not to talk about it anymore because the stepmother caught her doing it to her 4-year-old stepbrother.
Yeah,
And
exactly that.
he is now 28 or something like that, 26, and he has to live with this.
Hey, Jules.
Exactly, but when she was asked if anything happened to her, she wouldn't answer them questions. Then a little while later, she said, oh, yeah, but something did happen to me, but I can't thingy. Then she said about she was a V at 18. She didn't know nothing about it. But then she said her parents put her through stuff when she was 8. Like, come on, she contradicts herself every avenue she can. All these people are enabling her, saying she's got disabilities, she's got this and that. Like, people with disabilities do not do this crap. That's why I'm so annoyed over it, having a disabled child myself. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to drop. That is all I wanted to say again. Like, she's full of crap and she's twisting it to the narrative she wants it to be. And do you know what I mean?
Queen